There's a whole lot of podcasting going on, but ain't none like this one, though. Hey! Get out your feelings. Hey! Come on. Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey! Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey!
Jonathan Jones. The Bengals have been struggling since Joe Burrow went down with a toe injury, losing 3 straight. Breaking news here into CBS Sports HQ, where the Cincinnati Bengals have acquired quarterback Joe Flacco from the Cleveland Browns. That's the latest from our NFL insider, Jonathan Jones. The Bengals have been struggling since Joe Burrow went down with a toe injury, losing 3 straight to fall to 2-3 on the season with Jake Browning at the helm. They are on the road to play the Packers this Sunday afternoon. And with that, we bring in our NFL insider, Jonathan Jones, joining us now. So, Jonathan, with this news, how much does the signing help the Bengals?
Well, it helps them a lot more than where they were yesterday, right, Tiffany? They finally understood what truly and honestly was evident and obvious to the rest of the NFL. They weren't going to be able to stay afloat with Jake Browning as their quarterback.
So, welcome to Get Out Your Feelings Sports Podcast with your boy Scott Simpkins, aka Sim7. This one is about Shedeur Sanders. Okay, so I played that. Hopefully you guys heard it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and share. Like, share, and comment. Like, share, and share with somebody else here on your social media platforms. And let me know what you guys think about this. So today, breaking news happens in the NFL. Hey, we just found out that the Cincinnati Bengals have traded and acquired Joe Flacco, who just got benched last week, for Dillon Gabriel to be the starter. And they also kept Shedeur Sanders at quarterback number 3 instead of moving him up. So my question is, why trade for Joe instead of trading for Sanders? So does this mean that Cleveland really wanted him? They really want to keep him, or is this collusion all over again? This sort of kind of doesn't make any sense, because if Cincinnati is playing their cards the right way, why would anybody trade for a quarterback who just got benched? Now, mind you, congrats to Joe Flacco. I have no problem with him. I have no problem with Dillon Gabriel. That's not what the conversation is about. There's no hateration here or anything like that. We just know that Shedeur Sanders is better than both. And that young brother should be leading a team to wins every Sunday or Monday night or Thursday night or maybe a Saturday during a playoff game. Well, that's just what we believe, because we saw that he can actually ball in the NFL when they gave him an opportunity with a protecting offensive line. Now, we saw Dillon Gabriel on this past Sunday. He had 2 touchdowns and lost the game. Wasn't all his fault, but you can tell that the energy is different when he's on the field. So I'm trying to figure out, are they still colluding with this young man's emotions and feelings and all, or are they really trying to keep him because they know that he's special? You tell me in the comments what y'all think. But here's what I'm trying to understand. Out of all of the quarterbacks that they could have chose from, you have Jameis Winston, who believes he is still a starting quarterback in this league. He's with the New York Giants. Quarterback number 3, behind Jackson Dart, or whatever his name is, and also Ciara's husband, Russell Wilson, right? You also have what's the dude name, man, with the glove on that's in Tampa right now playing backup. You got him. Heck, you got Colin Kaepernick still out there wanting to play in the NFL. Why not give him a chance? Why not give him a chance? He really wants to play in the NFL after everything he's done, after everybody hated on him. But why? What's the deal? What's so good about Flacco? Flacco just proving you that he's no longer capable of being a starting quarterback. He can come in and relieve you the games, you know what I'm saying, just maybe 3, 4, maybe, and then he goes back to being old because his body just can't take it anymore. You know, I was happy to see Joe carry the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs, you know, and did very well with Amari Cooper a couple years ago. That was great. But Father Time is still rolling no matter what. Your legs get a little tighter. Your calves get a little tight. You know what I'm saying? Your body can't retain water that well when you're doing all that running and stuff. Your body's not in shape like it used to be because you're doing it time after time after time. The mind might be sharp, but the body might not be able to follow what the mind is trying to do on the football field, right? So Shedeur Sanders, our hope, is quarterback number 2 now because I don't think they have nobody else. I don't know the logistics of the contracts or whatever, but I will hope that Cincinnati has taken the contract that Joe Flacco had with Cleveland and they have it with them. I would like to say this. Nobody's hating on Dylan. Dylan deserves an opportunity, but if he beats Shedeur during practice, a true quarterback competition is supposed to take place. And they have not given that young man the opportunity to win the starting job over everybody. As we saw through training camp and all that other jazz, OTAs and everything, Shedeur has shined. Everybody on the team, from the defense and the offense, said that this young man can ball. We saw it with our own eyes. One thing about the eyes and watching football, you can't trick us. Now that you have rewind, fast forward, stop, pause on TVs now, we can go back and actually study those who want to and those who want to know the truth. Frame by frame, we can go back and see exactly what this man can do, see exactly what Dylan Gabriel can do, see what Flacco can do. We have that power now, so you can't lie and say he's not ready. The young man went out there during the preseason and won a game that you just threw him in because he wasn't prepared for it, allegedly. Both of your players was hurt, so he had to play and played extremely well. When he has a line out there, when he has protection, and when he can scramble and you block for him, they wanted to play for him. They wanted to give him an opportunity so far as, you know, the offense goes in offensive line, and he did extremely well. Now, when they put him in that second game, you put everybody in that's no longer in the NFL or made it to a practice squad. And he looked like pure ball booty hole. Anybody would. Anybody would. If you was trying to test him to see, okay, well, let's see if you don't get blocking. Everybody in America, including Patrick Mahomes, if you don't have the right line, you're going to get knocked up. Now, check this out, right? So if you don't want Shedeur, why not let him explore other teams that need a quarterback? You've had several teams that already had trouble with their quarterback already. Why not trade him? I don't care if he's a rookie. I don't care if people already bought his jersey. You have a lot of fans in Cleveland right now that would love to see him. They bought the jerseys. They rooting for the kid, and you won't do it. What is the real problem? You stick microphones in his face, and it's so amazing to see black players, former black players, try to make it seem like he's the problem. When they are finding him at his locker, they're finding him on the field, they're finding him anywhere to stick a mic in his face and say, Shedeur, what do you think about this? Shedeur, it's not his fault. He's just there trying to get better and trying to earn his spot. But when you have a media, and in this social media age, that knows that you are getting blackballed, that knows that talking to you or saying anything to you will help their company out by getting clickbait and everything else, that, hey, look, they're definitely going to run to you for content. So with Even if he didn't do what he did the other day, they're still going to try to say something about the young brother all of the time. And it's sad that's the way that it is. But to see people that of the same kin, oh, well, you know what he should do? He's not doing anything. They're coming to him. He's not going looking for the media. He's not going looking for somebody. And I bet you somebody's going to try to find him and say, what do you think about the trade? He's an alleged third string quarterback. But yet, somehow that mic is still in his face. You see, guys, we know what it is. We know why it is. But if you're a fool, you can try to act like you don't know, but you definitely know. If I'm not saying anything, then you don't have anything on me. But yet and still, because this is the social media age, you can make up anything, you can say anything, and you can sit there and act like you just as dumb as everybody else. Now, there is no downplaying on somebody's injury or hoping that somebody get injured or wishing that Dillon Gabriel don't play well. Everybody deserves a shot in the NFL, but nobody really deserves a shot more than Shedeur Sanders. The brother has earned it. But we'll see. So now they have traded Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals because Joe Burrow is hurt. So that says a lot about their quarterback room as well. They didn't think that their players was all that great. So they traded for Joe Flacco, a man who just got benched, might I add again. But it's all good now. So let's see what happens in Cleveland. Would Shedeur be moved up to quarterback number 2, or would they call somebody else in and keep him at number 3? If something happens to Dillon Gabriel, would Shedeur get that shot or what? Because, let's be real, once that young brother touched that field with that ball in his hand, the place is going to erupt and all the eyes is going to be even more on the Cleveland Browns. Let's see what happens, guys. This is Get Out Your Feelings Sports Podcast. Dropping the breaking news. Well, I know others got it too, but you heard it here as well. Joe Flacco has been traded to the Cincinnati Bengals. And what does it mean for Shedeur Sanders? Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. YouTube tripping, and I need y'all to help a brother out. All right? Peace. There's a whole lot of podcasting going on, but ain't none like this one, though. Hey! Get out your feelings. Hey! Come on. Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey! Like my page, like my style, like my flame. Get out your feelings. Hey!